Just some theories. Maybe he'll find his sister and bring him back and be like, "Hey, Mom, I found my sister. And she's dead."
Eat it, bro. Yeah. Oh no, never mind.
Boom, you looking for this?
Crime walking an unleashed massive
Are those pistachios?
Bro.
4 months.
Pistachios and Star Wars confirmed. 4 months for that? Bro, what the heck? Keith Gergo? I guess that's him now.
Dude, Keith Andor Clem didn't even do anything.
No name Clem.
Classic Empire.
Name. Hey.
Why is it so awkward?
Hey.
Disruption, anti-imperial speech.
Bro, that's bull. He didn't do any of that.
Dude, now his picture.
I'm sorry, there's something wrong.
I wouldn't.
Oh,
got enough
gosh.
trouble without a resistant
Someone's going to recognize his mugshot or something.
Bro, well, who the heck is that in the background, bro? Kind of looking
This used
sus.
to be a 6-month sentence.
6 months for that?
It's got to be shorter, right?
No.
6 years.
6 years. No.
What?
Change of guidelines.
Bro, 6 years for that?
Cassian's not in Rogue One anymore?
Dude,
it was his twin?
Welcome back to BoomShot. I'm Carol, this is Colby, and we
sir.
just finished watching Andor Episode 7, and wowzers. It was incredible.
Beautiful.
We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Okay. I've got to say it, and I'll continue to say it. Andor's peak Star Wars.
I agree. It's beautiful.
This episode was just great, and the way, it's kind of a continuation from the Aldani episode, so we see more of the Mon Mothma Luthen side of things. We get to see potentially the person that Mon Mothma is recruiting.
Yeah, we talked about that a lot in our first.
Yeah, it was in our first video that we made about it, and then we see Luthen talking about how this is the point of no return. Like it's either they continue or they die, which I thought was really interesting.
And Luthen kind of put a hit out on Andor, dude.
Yeah, he really did. I guess he thinks Andor is going to turn on him, but really the interesting thing about Andor is he doesn't show up until like halfway through the episode.
It was crazy, and I've said it before on this channel. I like stuff like that sometimes if it's done right, and I think this fit. It worked.
Yeah, it's not like quite like the Book of Boba Fett where they had a whole episode dedicated to another character. Like Andor, like we obviously knew what Andor was doing in this time period, and so it was just catching us back up with what Luthen and Mon Mothma were up to. And
especially like since the suspense and like the climax of last episode. Yeah. It kind of like the way they did that, it just felt really good. Yeah. And it was kind of like building the suspense still, because you might expect after an episode like that, like, yeah, this episode can't be nearly as good, but it kept the suspense going because, like, what's going on with Andor? And I honestly liked how they didn't pick up where they left off. I was actually grateful that they didn't do that. They picked up with, actually, I'm trying to think where did it start? It started with that guy again. Your boy. Oh, Cyril. Yeah, I'm still gonna call him John Walker just because that's what he reminds me. I'm pretty sure that's where it started.
Yeah, I think it is where it started. But yeah, I mean, obviously we see him get a new job as well. But really, the thing I kind of want to talk about most is Supervisor Miro, aka Dedra, aka a beast, bro. A beast. Bro, I'm actually a fan. I'm actually a fan of Dedra, bro.
Yeah, she's on their trail, dude.
Yeah, that one dude, Blevins, I think is his name, bro.
Blevins, it's Ninja.
It's literally Ninja, bro. Of course, he's toxic. No, but he's literally like trying to get her in trouble because she goes to this. Like, obviously, the Empire's on high alert right now because of what just happened at Aldani, and they're like, bro, there's like something, they think it's a robbery, which we'll actually talk about that in a second. But she goes to get like a confidential report of stolen technology from across the galaxy, and she's like, I want this on like a confidential report. And then she gets called out for it in a press brief meeting and by Blevins, and she just completely like turns it on him and roasts him.
Yeah, and her boss is like, everybody needs to be more like her.
Yeah.
And this guy just gets roasted.
Yeah, no, and then like they walk out together, and the guy's like, watch your back.
Yeah, I was thinking that before he said it. I was like, someone's gonna put a hit out on him.
No, really, which is I think that's cool because you see she's not like just evil to be evil. Like she genuinely thinks what she's doing is right, which I actually think is so cool because like which Andor's not like, he's not in the rebellion yet, so we're kind of trying to get him to that place, but she's like so dogmatic about what she thinks, which I appreciate. Like, I think it's cool.
It's like what made Killmonger and Thanos so good.
Yeah, exactly. Like they were dedicated. They genuinely thought what they were doing was, and maybe to an extent for Killmonger it was right, but like the way they were going about it was wrong, and I think that's pretty cool for Dedra. But I'm definitely a fan of what they're doing in Andor entirely, dude. And then we got to see some clones. Oh man,
dude, and the shore troopers. too.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the Shore Troopers as well. K2SO was back.
And do you think that could be him?
It sounded like it had too deep of a voice.
Yeah, he didn't have the same vibe as K2. But he's got... I almost forgot about him. This show's got me so encapsulated. Do you think he'll show up at some point?
Yeah, I think we'll see how we got K2SO on the team. Dude, it's just been so good, dude. Like, it's been so refreshing.
I just thought about this. Maybe he does go to jail. I mean, obviously, he got sentenced, but he's got to get out somehow.
Yeah.
I think maybe he does go to jail, and maybe he meets... the K2SO there. Kind of like in Solo, where Han gets thrown in the thing to get eaten by Chewie, and they end up teaming up.
Yeah, that's true. That very well could happen. Actually, I could see that too. But I'm just kind of confused. So one thing that they said, I'm not confused. I'm actually just want to break this down. So one thing that Mon Mothma said to the guy that she was recruiting, I can't remember his name, but he was like some kind of political figure, and the Chandrilla, I think is the planet. He's like, the guy's like some kind of political person there, and he was talking to her about it, or she was talking to him about it, and she was like, I want people to think that I'm just a nuisance, that I'm just like an irritation, so that way, and she like references Palpatine, like how he was holding a had a stone in his hand, but he had a knife to their throat, and they didn't even notice.
I loved that part.
Dude, I loved it too, because like, it's just such like an espionage thriller, like at any moment, and of course we know she won't get caught, because we see her later. Like, at any moment, she could very well get caught.
Maybe she does get caught, and that's, they recruit Cassian again or something. That would be a cool side mission. But yeah, I think, and even it was a nod to the prequels, because she was like, because really he was disguising who he was the whole time in the prequel trilogy. And it just made me go back to my childhood. I was like, whoa.
Dude,
like,
I know.
It's just insane he did that the whole time and no one noticed.
Bro, it was definitely a flashback. But, I mean, I honestly think even her husband's on the spying on her.
Yeah, I think he's sus. He's sus.
He's 100%. Like, I think he's sus in two ways. He's sus about her, and I think he's just, like, sus entirely. Just, I don't like him, dude. I'm not a fan.
Dude, and I think maybe Loki, her daughter, I think she might eventually join. Yeah. I don't know if that might be canon somewhere, not canon. But yeah. I don't know.
Bro, okay, so now we got a transition here. Am I the only one that thought, the girl walking through the building? Yeah. And she meets up with Vel from the last episode? Mm-hmm.
And Vel looked different, too.
Yeah, bro, she did look different. I was thinking the same thing. But anyway, I thought that was Leia for a second.
Me too, yeah, you're not the only one. Especially, at first I was like, who is this? And I was like, Leia?
Yeah, dude, I thought it was. But another thing, this one was actually a cameo. I'm not sure because they didn't confirm it in the closed captions, but I saw people on YouTube talking about this. But the guy talking at the ISB meeting first, not the other dude, but the guy with the mustache, you remember? I'm 90% sure that's Wolf Yularen. Admiral Yularen.
What?
Yes, I'm 90% sure that's Yularen.
Dude.
Because he worked for the ISB after he not retired from the Republic, but after the transition.
Dude, that would be crazy.
Dude, that would be crazy, bro. And he said he's talked to the Emperor directly, so it probably is him because he probably has a good relationship with the Emperor based on his era in the Republic and stuff.
That's a nice little Easter egg, dude.
I don't know, dude. Like just Andor, it's built different, bro.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and we still got 5 more episodes and hopefully another season. I'm still rooting for season 2. I've been on the train the whole time.
Bro, yeah, I hope they do. I hope they do bring another season. We got Bix back, bro. Oh, we're going to see.
Yeah, Bix.
Yeah, I know. Well, she was there for 2 seconds.
Low key, dude. Another thing that I thought was going to happen but didn't. I thought his mom was going to backstab him for a second.
Really? Dude, actually, yeah, it kind of had
She was like, hold on, I can't go tonight. And then he went to talk to Bix, and she was like, yeah, anybody's going to turn you in. Yeah. And then he went back to his mom, and turns out she's in the rebellion, which is a good thing.
Dude,
and I think what not to interrupt you, no, I think what might happen is he's gonna come back and she's gonna be dead, or either he's gonna watch her die, and that's what brings him back to the rebellion.
Dude, that could happen
because she was fighting so hard to be in the rebellion. She was like, and she said, "You'll understand one day." Yeah, or something like that. So
one of the last things that I think I appreciated from this episode is toward the end, obviously, he goes to that beach planet. I don't know what it's called, which I think
it was beautiful.
It was beautiful, and dude, the music was bumping, bro. I was a fan of it, dude. Yeah. It was like Star Wars music, but it had that beat behind it, And we obviously see he's trying to start a different alternative life there, and he's got all this money, and he's got the girls and everything like that. But you can kind of see he's empty. I thought that I really appreciated that. He's got no purpose.
Yep, and I think maybe. Here's my prediction. I think K2SO is going to break him out. Him and K2 are going to go back and try and get his mom, or something like that. She's going to be dead, or he's going to watch her die, and he gets back in the rebellion.
Yeah,
and then they have one final big mission at the end.
It's looking like all roads might meet at Ferrix if he goes back there to try and get Marva. That's his mom's name. Tries to get Marva. Empire meets him there, and then also Luthen's hit squad.
And John Walker.
Yeah, and John Walker, dude. All roads can meet at Ferrix, and then
that would be nuts. That's a good point. Luthen's hit squad, dude. That would be insane.
Dude, that would be nuts. But basically, he's like, bro, Luthen, I want to work for you, and like, I didn't cross you or anything like that. And then he ends up going with the rebellion. Mate, I'm hoping we get the last couple episodes in the rebellion though. Like,
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think all this could happen in like the next 3, and then the last 2 could be in the rebellion. And I still think he'll find his sister at some point. We got another name drop of her.
Yeah, for sure. And then he'll obviously get out of prison, which is something we didn't really talk about all that much, but it's pretty obvious. So like, I didn't really feel the need to. I just want to talk about how good this show is. I just want to appreciate when it's good.
Yeah, maybe he'll find his sister in jail or something.
Bruh, dude.
Just some theories. Maybe he'll find his sister and bring him back and be like, "Hey, Mom, I found my sister.
Yeah,
she's dead."
Eat it, bro. Yeah. Oh no, never mind.
Oh, never mind.
Oops. My bad. Foot in my mouth syndrome hits again. Anyway, let us know what you guys think of Andor so far. I don't know. I don't know how you couldn't like it. I really don't.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But
yeah, it's beautiful. I love this show. I think just a closing thought. I think it's really cinematically and just visually beautiful as well.
Yeah,
and
100%.
People were talking about the show, and it is very gritty. Mm-hmm. But I think it's also very beautiful and visually appealing too.
Yeah, 100%. And that's something that I'm glad to see, because Marvel obviously has been a little bit shaky with the visuals recently because of how much they're overworking their people. But Star Wars, on the other hand, does not have that problem because they're putting out less, but it's quality. So I'll take quality over quantity any day of the week. I hope you're listening, Kevin from She-Hulk. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.